Hey everybody, it's the Kind of Collector. In this week's episode, I'm going to break down some awesome 3D printed diorama sets that I just got for the Emperor's throne room from Return of the Jedi. Let's go ahead and check out these awesome sets right now. Here's the magnificent entrance to the Emperor's throne room. This is the elevator shaft where Darth Vader brings up Luke Skywalker, and we'll add some figures to this portion next and kind of show how the elevator door opens and everything. But just an awesome 3D printed piece here. So let's add some figures. So here we've added some figures. We have the Emperor's Royal Guard figures there on the left and right with their beautiful bright red capes. You have Jedi Luke there on the left that's been shackled by Lord Vader. And then you have the retro Hasbro retro collection Darth Vader that we got a few years back. And I love using him because he doesn't have the lightsaber arm for shots like this. So you can see, just pairing up some really cool figures, how this 3D printed elevator from the Emperor's throne room looks really, really cool. So let's go ahead and jump into the next set, which is the throne room itself with the beautiful staircase and the Emperor. And shoot, I almost forgot how to show, how this elevator door opens. So you can just pop this in and move it to either side. It slides like that. So you can reveal the figures sitting in the elevator shaft like Luke back there. So really cool set. Love how the door swivels open and close from the elevator. Let's check out the throne room. Here sits the throne of the Emperor. This is an amazing set. I even have added a custom, or this might be, I don't think it's custom, Emperor's chair. And we have the beautiful staircase here. And I even have this really awesome custom Emperor with bent knees that fits right into his chair. Look how sweet that looks. So we're going to play out a couple of scenes here, add some more figures to this throne room, really do it some justice.
Welcome, young Skywalker. I have been expecting you. You no longer need those.
Welcome, young Skywalker. I have been expecting you. So I've added a couple of new figures to the set. We'll pan up here and you'll see Lord Vader and Jedi Luke in a lightsaber duel right in front of the Emperor. This is one of the most iconic scenes in Star Wars, definitely Return of the Jedi. But just look how awesome this looks with the three different figures on here. I love how you can put all these different figures on the steps if you wanted to and have a really cool display and put some Emperor's Royal Guards there in the background. But this is just an amazing set to set up, and this will even, fit in a, IKEA shelf, something like that. You can put some figures on it for a really cool display. So let's play out one more scene here.
Now, young Skywalker, you will die.
Now, young Skywalker, you will die. And then he electrocutes Jedi Luke. And I love in this part of the scene where they zoom in, even though you can't see the despair in Darth Vader's eyes, but they zoom in on his face, and we all know what he does next. But another custom Emperor here, but just an amazing playset slash diorama. So one more look at Luke here and the Emperor. And now I'm just going to focus on a couple of customs. Some of these you saw in this video on the throne room diorama. And this is just your vintage OG Kenner Emperor with his robe painted in black, and left the inside of his robe there in that dark gray, which was the original paint scheme that we got from Kenner. This was painted up by my buddy over at Ouroboros Customs, just to look a little bit more movie accurate, and it came out really sweet. So let's go ahead and show the custom Luke Skywalker. This is from my buddy over at Keepers Customs. This is a torso swap, head swap, and obviously an arm swap here. And the coolest part is having the telescoping lightsaber on a Jedi Luke figure. So this came out awesome. Thank you, Steven, man. I would definitely recommend adding one of these to your collection if you can. And then next we have the bended knee version of the Emperor. This is by Iron Cow Productions over on Instagram. You can check him out on eBay as well. I snagged this, and it actually came with his throne chair as well. And let's take him off of here so you can see. You kind of see the seam there in the back, and then the vintage Kenner arms and the head sculpt as well. All right, and then lastly we have another one figure that my buddy Greg over at Ouroboros Customs helped me out with. This was basically just taking a modern version Emperor's hands and putting them onto the OG Emperor, which is also repainted to be more movie accurate with the black robe with the gray inside there, painted in his chest area, his legs. You can see the color difference there. This is my favorite custom Emperor, just to showcase those scenes, to have the electricity flowing through his hands. Just an amazing figure. And that's a wrap on this week's episode. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Throw a like on this. It really helps support the channel. Subscribe as well if you haven't subbed already. I really appreciate the audience. Thanks to everybody for supporting my channel. And have a great rest of your weekend. Until next time, collect the Kenner.